Hello student, I hope you all are safe at home. So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 16, and the topic is climate. Now let's start. What is climate? The weather conditions prevailing in an area in general or over a long period is called climate of that area. Generally, climate is determined from the average weather conditions of summer, winter and rainy season of a place for about 35 years or more. Thus, climate is an average of long-term atmospheric conditions. Now, what is weather? Weather refers to an average of short-term conditions of atmosphere. Weather can change at any time, even during a day. Change in weather conditions depends on air temperature, air pressure, humidity, rain, fog or amount of clouds, etc. Weather affects our daily agricultural activities. Indian Meteorological Department publishes a daily weather map of the entire nation. Now, why Indian climate is called monsoon climate and how has this name originated? So, let's discuss. India shows a large diversity and characteristic in climatic conditions. Seasons change in some parts of the earth according to the wind direction. So the winds that change their direction according to the season are called monsoon winds. The word monsoon has been derived from the Arabic word mausim, which means seasonal reversal of the winds during the course of the year. In Asia, countries of India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Myanmar experience monsoon climate. Now, the next topic is change of season. Changes in season are called seasonal changes. The axis of the earth is tilted at 23.5 degree and makes an angle of 66.5 degree with the orbit. When the earth rotates, it tilts too. This tilt in the axis of the earth causes changes in the seasons. During the tilt, those regions of earth that face the sun receive more sunlight and hence experience summer, whereas regions that receive less sunlight experience winter. For example, on 22nd December, sun rays fall vertically over Tropic of Capricorn. Hence, during this period, southern hemisphere experiences summer, whereas northern hemisphere experiences winter. India lies in the northern hemisphere, so it experiences winter during this time. Winter nights in India are longer and colder. Now, on 21st June, the sun rays fall vertically over Tropic of Cancer. Hence, during this period, northern hemisphere including India experiences summer. Indian summers are extremely hot and the days are quite long. Now student, you can see the picture given in your textbook, changing seasons. Okay. Now, rotation and revolution of the earth have a direct impact on the food, clothing and residences of man. In monsoonal countries like India, the winter and summer monsoon winds, which change direction according to the season, affect the seasonal weather and give peculiar characteristic to the weather of every season. That is why the climate is called monsoonal climate. Now, our next topic is variation in the climates of India. How can one say that Indian climate is highly varied? So, basically India has a monsoon climate. India experiences a variety of climate throughout the year. Temperature and rainfall are the two noteworthy elements of Indian climate. South India has a peninsular shape, hence it experiences moderate marine climate. On the other hand, the climate becomes more continental as one moves away from the seashore. A large part of North India is away from the sea coast, so it experiences continental climate. The Tropic of Cancer passes almost through midway of India. Part of India to the south of Tropic of Cancer falls in torrid zone, while the area to the north of it is in temperate zone. As a result, there is a large differences in the temperature and rainfall in different parts of the country. For example, the temperature in Leh and Dras in Kashmir goes as low as minus 45 degrees centigrade during winter. On the other hand, Sri Ganganagar and Alwar in Rajasthan record an extremely high temperature of 51 degrees centigrade during summer. Similarly, Cherrapunji in Meghalaya in East India gets about 1200 centimeter rainfall annually, which is maximum in the world. Now student, you can underline this sentence. It can be asked in 1 mark question. Mawsynram, about 16 kilometer away from Cherrapunji, receives maximum rainfall during a day, that is within 24 hours. In the west, the deserts of Rajasthan receive only 10 to 12 centimeter rainfall annually. Also, some regions face devastating effects of the thunderstorm, sandstorm and tropical cyclones. Thus, a highly contradicting climatic conditions is seen in our country. One part of region may be getting flooded with water, whereas the other part may be suffering from drought. Thus, Indian weather is highly varied. Now our next topic is factors affecting the climate. The climate of a particular place is influenced by a variety of interacting factors. These factors are called climatic factors like latitude, distance from sea, altitude, atmospheric pressure of winds, topography and vegetation are the main factors that affect the climate. Now, let us discuss each of these factors in detail. Now, the first one is latitude. Latitude affects the climate of a region. Two latitudes lie at a distance of about 111 kilometers. The Tropic of Cancer divides India in almost two halves. So, the southern part of India falls in torrid zone and the northern part falls in temperate zone. This results in the weather difference in the two halves of the country. Now the second one is distance from sea. The distance of landmass from sea is another important factor affecting the climate. Water and land have different capacity to conserve and to part with the solar heat. As a result, coastal regions, that is regions near the sea, experience temperate climate, that is neither very hot nor very cold. On the other hand, the climate becomes continental, that is a relatively dry climate with very hot summers and very cold winters in the interior places away from the sea coast. For example, the climate of Mumbai is temperate as it is near the sea coast, while it is continental at Ahmedabad and Delhi as these places are far from the sea. Now the third one is altitude, that is relief features. Features which are related to elevation between areas are known as relief features. For example, mountainous land, flat land, valleys, etc. As we go higher from sea level in the atmosphere, air pressure and air temperature decreases. The higher relief, that is areas at more height, get more rain. So due to the high altitude, the Himalayan peak remain covered with snow throughout the year. When moist air rises up in the atmosphere, it cools down and gives rain. For example, when the altitude of the mountains in Meghalaya increases, the rainfall also increases. In general, the air temperature decreases at the rate of 1 degree centigrade per 165 meters of height. This means the temperature decreases, that is becomes cooler by 6.5 degree centigrade if a person goes at a height of 1000 meters. Now the fourth one, that is atmospheric pressure and winds. India falls in the way of northeast trade wind. These winds originate due to tropical high pressure belt in northern hemisphere. A physical force called Coriolis force deflect these winds and they blow towards equator. In past, these winds were utilized for oceanic trade, so these are called trade winds. These winds blow over landmass and so they contain less moisture. But due to the presence of Indian Ocean to the south of India, Arabian Sea to the west and Bay of Bengal to the east, these winds gather moisture from this huge water mass and bring rain in India. Now, during winter, high pressure developed to the north of Himalayas, so cold and dry winds blow from this region towards the oceanic area in the south where low pressure is created. So during summer, low pressure developed due to high temperature over Central Asia and Indian landmass. At this time, high pressure prevails over Indian Ocean in south, so wind blow from the high pressure over Indian Ocean to the low pressure in North India. These winds are known as southwest monsoon wind. They contain moisture and bring rain in India. Now, how does India get its rain? So, during summer a low pressure developed due to high temperature over Central Asia and Indian landmass. At this time, high pressure prevails over Indian Ocean in south. So wind blow from the high pressure over Indian Ocean to low pressure in North India. Now we will discuss about the effect of phenomena on the monsoon climate of India. Sometimes a peculiar phenomena takes place over places located at farther places from India. These phenomena creates temporary changes in the long-term climatic pattern. Phenomena like jet stream, western disturbances, El Nino, ITCZ, etc. have affected the Indian weather to a great extent. Although these have affected Indian weather to a large extent, the factors related to monsoon climate of India remain unaffected. Now student, in my next video I will explain you the further topic. Thank you.